Think you're eating clean, training hard, and still not losing fat in the areas you want. Here's the truth most people never hear. Your body doesn't burn fat where you tell it to. It burns fat where your metabolism is most active. And if certain areas seem stuck, it's usually because of hidden mistakes in the way you train, move, or recover. Sounds harsh, but stay with me. Because once you understand this, everything changes. Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why is my belly still here when my arms and face are getting lean? Or why won't my thighs slim down even though I'm doing leg workouts every day? If yes, you're not alone. Most people go straight for the area they hate and try to burn fat off that spot. But the body doesn't work that way. In fact, sometimes the more you hammer that area, the more stubborn it becomes. Crazy, right? Most beginners make the same mistakes. They think doing 200 crunches will burn belly fat. They think hours of treadmill will shrink their thighs. They think repeating the same workout every day will eventually carve their shape. But here's the big problem. When your body is overloaded, under-recovered, and hormonally stressed, it actually locks fat in the exact places you're trying to get rid of. This is why some people train harder and get softer. That's the moment where frustration kicks in and people say, maybe fat loss just doesn't work for me. But it does. It's just that no one told you the real rules. Before we fix it, I want you to diagnose yourself. Think about the last week. Did you train the same muscle group every day? Did you rely on cardio more than resistance training? Did you skip protein or go extremely low calories? Did stress and lack of sleep creep in? If even one of those is true, your body was never in a position to burn fat efficiently. It was just surviving. Now here's the first light bulb moment. Stubborn fat usually isn't a training problem. It's a signaling problem. Your body stores fat in the areas that feel the least supported. Just like a skyscraper with a weak foundation needs reinforcement before adding more floors. If your metabolism, hormones, or muscle activation are weak, your body holds fat to protect itself. And until we address that, no amount of sit-ups or leg day burnouts will shrink those areas. So rather than jumping straight in to do this exercise and fat will disappear, we're going to rebuild the system the way a coach does, step by step. First by understanding the common mistakes holding you back, then learning the right form of training that finally signals your body to release fat from the places that annoy you most. In just a moment, we'll break down the first major mistake, and when I explain it, you'll finally understand why the areas you hate are the last to change. Think you're eating clean, training hard, and still not losing fat in the areas you want. Here's the truth most people never hear. Your body doesn't burn fat where you tell it to. It burns fat where your body feels safest releasing it. And if certain areas seem stuck, it's usually because of hidden mistakes in the way you train, move, recover, eat, or even think about fat loss. That might sound harsh, but once you understand this, everything changes. Because the problem isn't your genetics, your age, or your metabolism. It's usually the signals you're sending your body without realizing it. Let me ask you something. How many times have you looked in the mirror and thought, why is my belly still here when everything else seems to be shrinking? Or why won't my thighs slim down even though all I do is leg workouts? Or why won't my arms tone even though I'm doing bicep curls every day? If that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. Most people go straight for the area they hate and try to burn fat off that specific spot. Crunches for belly fat, squats for thigh fat, push-ups for arm fat. But that's not how the body works. If spot reduction actually worked, everyone on earth would have a six-pack just by doing crunches. But you and I both know it doesn't happen like that. Here's the first uncomfortable truth nobody likes to say. Sometimes the more you hammer the area you hate, the more stubborn it becomes. Because hard training isn't enough. You need the right approach. If your body is overloaded, underfueled, overstressed, or under-recovered, it actually locks fat in the places you're specifically trying to lose it from. Think about that for a second. You could be working harder, sweating more, pushing heavier, and still moving backwards. That's when frustration shows up. That's when people start thinking, maybe fat loss doesn't work for me, or maybe this is just how my body is, or maybe I'm not meant to get lean. But that's not true. Fat loss works for everyone when the strategy finally matches how the body is actually designed to burn fat. Before we fix it, I want you to diagnose yourself right now. Think about just the last 7 days. Did you train the same muscle group over and over, hoping repetition alone would change that area? Did you spend more time doing long cardio sessions instead of building lean muscle through resistance training? Did you cut calories super low, thinking less food equals faster fat loss? Did you skip protein? Did you go to sleep late, stress through your day, and expect your body to burn fat anyway? If even one of those sounds like you, your body wasn't in fat-burning mode. It was in survival mode. And a body in survival mode is a body that holds fat, especially in the most hormonally sensitive places. Now here's a major light bulb moment. Stubborn fat is almost never a workout problem. It is a signaling problem. Your body stores fat in the areas that are least supported, just like a building that strengthens the foundation before adding more floors. If your metabolism is slow, your hormones are out of balance, your muscles aren't being activated properly, or your body is constantly stressed, then your body will naturally hold extra energy, fat, in the areas that feel the most unstable. And until those foundational signals get corrected, no workout, no matter how intense, extreme, or sweaty, is going to unlock those stubborn zones. This is why someone can eat less and train more and still see zero change. This is why someone can do endless crunches and still never see their abs. This is why someone can do hours of cardio and still not slim their legs. They're trying to force fat off a spot instead of convincing the body to release it. Fat loss isn't about punishment, it's about communication. It's about telling your system, hey, everything is stable and supported. You can let go now. When the body trusts that things are in balance, fat starts coming off the areas you hate most without a fight. Most beginners fall into the same 3 traps. First, spot training, believing that working a muscle burns the fat sitting over that muscle. It doesn't. Your body burns fat systemically, not locally. Second, doing too much cardio and not enough resistance training. Cardio burns calories, but resistance training builds a faster metabolism that burns fat all day long. And third, eating too little and slowing metabolic function to a crawl. When your body feels starved, the last thing it wants to do is release stored energy. Let me show you a simple analogy. Imagine fat loss like melting ice in your kitchen. You can't point a hairdryer at one single cube and demand it melts first. The temperature of the entire room has to rise. Only then do the most stubborn cubes start softening. Your metabolism works the same way. To burn fat from the belly, thighs, hips, arms, back, wherever your personal trouble zone is, the entire internal environment has to shift. Hormones need balance. Muscles need activation. Nutrition needs to support the process. Sleep and recovery need to calm the stress response. When all of that lines up, the areas you hate finally shrink. Let me ask you one more question. If your car had engine problems, would you keep pressing the gas, harder and harder, hoping it fixes itself? Of course not. You'd check the engine first. But when it comes to the body, most people just keep pressing harder. More workouts, less food, more intensity, less rest. And then blame themselves when the results don't come. The good news? We're going to rebuild this the way a real coach would. We're going step by step. First, we expose the biggest mistakes holding you back. Then we uncover the right training approach to finally unlock stubborn fat. By the time we finish, you won't just understand what to do, you're going to understand why it works. And when the why clicks, the body finally follows. Think you're eating clean, training hard, and still not losing fat in the places you want? Here's the truth. Almost nobody tells you. Your body doesn't burn fat where you want. It burns fat where it feels safest releasing it. And if certain areas stay stuck, it's usually because of hidden mistakes in how you train, eat, recover, and signal your body. It's not genetics, age, or bad luck. Most people are simply sending their body the wrong message without realizing it. Ask yourself a few honest questions. Have you ever stared in the mirror thinking, why is my stomach still here while everything else seems fine? Or why won't my thighs or arms slim down no matter how much I work them? If yes, you're not alone. Most people try to burn fat from the exact area they hate. Crunches for belly, squats for thighs, push-ups for arms. But if spot reduction worked, everyone doing crunches would have abs. The body doesn't lose fat locally, it loses it systemically. And here's the crazy part. Sometimes the more you hammer a stubborn area, the more your body resists change. If you're undereating, overtraining, stressed, or repeating the same workouts daily, your body goes into survival mode. And a body in survival mode doesn't release fat, it holds onto it, especially in hormone-sensitive areas. Before we fix it, check yourself. Did you train the same muscle group day after day? Do long cardio instead of building muscle? Go low-calorie and skip protein? Sleep late or stress all week? If even one of these is true, your body wasn't in fat-burning mode, it was simply trying to cope. Here's the light bulb moment. Stubborn fat isn't a workout problem, it's a signaling problem. Your body stores fat where it feels the least supported. Just like a building needs a strong foundation before adding floors, your metabolism and recovery need to be solid before fat starts coming off the areas you hate. When the body finally feels balanced, those stubborn zones start shrinking automatically. Now give me your prompt for the next section.